On to the episode of Sports Line with JLE Marte, where we discuss sports like family. That's the theme song. Man Talk on my first album, The JLE Experience. I'm your host, JLE, all the titles. Co-host taking a break this week, but given I was out last week, gotta get the content out. Talk about the NBA. NBA free agency has come and kind of gone. Two of the biggest names to really move was Paul George moved to the 76ers. He won a 4-year deal, 200-some million. They gave Kawhi a 3-year, 150. So he left. Went to the Lakers. I've heard a few of the other players, but they really ain't trying to break their bank. So he went to Philly, team up with Maxey and Joel Embiid. East, that should make them the second best team because Giannis starting to have back issues. The shocking one was Klay Thompson signed with Dallas. 3-year, $50 million deal. Now, he had a 2-year, 48 like a year prior, but from sources speaking on it, he felt disrespected with that offer. Given they probably would have three-peated had he not get hurt when they lost to Toronto. Then the time it took to rehab to where he was half of what he was, and he was able to help them get their last title in League 22. Now, given they built a team around him and Steph to be the Splash Brothers, Draymond, with all his antics, played 4 years at Michigan State, learned the game of basketball. I think more NBA teams need to draft junior and seniors because they are more developed than these freshman, sophomore who can just jump and dunk and are athletic, but don't know how to play basketball mentally. That's why we watching a lot of these people develop. Might as well be like AAU games you watch from the NBA instead of NBA basketball, where you seeing good basketball during the season, not just the playoffs. But he went to Dallas. Not sure if they're going to be able to regroup. And I mean, looking back on Golden State, it never been, and somebody's going to come out where really started that Poole and Draymond where he punched him in the face. And for the organization, let that get out, to me says, come his next contract, it ain't going to be that 4-year, $100 million they gave him. Because that should never got leaked out. But it destroyed the team, in my opinion. I mean, he's the alleged enforcer of today's watered-down NBA, so they feel the need that they need him. He's more than point forward when he run the offense better. Even though I get the reason why they Steve Kerr and management say we still need him, but without Klay, because he always guarded the best defenders on other teams. Steph was able to just go score and throw some assists in and rebound, play freely. Klay did the heavy lifting because he covered all the top players. And without that dynamic and Mark Jackson coaching them up, it wouldn't be what they are. So even if they went on the luxury tax, they should have paid Klay. Just on what he did for the team. I mean, Lakers gave Kobe what? Almost $50 million his last 2 years for the Lakers. That's one of them cost of doing business. He the reason Lakers got 5 more titles. Klay the reason that they got 4 titles. They haven't won since, I think, the 60s or 70s. So Jerry West came over there, one of the greatest to do it, built that team, made that crucial trade for Andre Iguodala, which he's more like that Scottie Pippen point forward to really submit that team. And Livingston, Sean Livingston, when he came in high school, went to Clippers, got hurt, dog point guard talent, got healed, and came to that team, and they did their thing. And it just it just showed that it's granted it's business come the playoffs, end of the season. What have you done for me lately? But you say the splash, brother, you say Steph and Clay. And this dude scored like 30 points in a quarter. Like, out of respect, they should have paid him. I mean, without him and them 4 titles, they don't move from Oakland to San Fran to that nice $1 billion cushy arena they in. So you gotta reward players like that, staples of the team, because it will show like you doing that, you show loyalty. So I think they're done. I don't think no top talent is going to come over there. They're going to look at that hard. Like Clay gave his body and soul to the team, and you didn't get that man the extra few chips he wanted, and you got the money. You ain't loyal to your foundational pieces, but you're loyal to the wannabe Rodman of the team, which really makes it a problem. And Clay probably was a little offended that they gave him $100 million deal. And yeah, he can run the offense, but without Clay checking the best player on the other teams and adding his 20-something in to Steph 30, you don't win. So that's going to be interesting now. Everybody was talking about the weight of Luka. He needed to get down and really get serious, play some defense. Kyrie need to find his game because he was a no-show in the finals. Or whatever. People say Jaylen Brown shut him down, but Ant-Man talks smack. You went out your way to let him know you still Uncle Drew. So they might need some more pieces before they can go back. But they're going to be the favorite because they just went. But I'm not going to say them having Clay, they guaranteed to win a title. I wouldn't be shocked if they get back to the finals because for him to leave, he got something to prove. He really want to have that FU moment. And I think he the type that if they do get to the finals, say they play Boston, whoever they win, I can see him on microphone like, yeah, Golden State, FU. And to a lot of people, that wouldn't be shocking. Like, well, he gave his everything to that team, and they couldn't give him the little pennies he was asking for, and they got the money. He's supposed to pay that man. I mean, foundational pieces of a dynasty, you pay them. Even if they pass their prime, you showing the fan base, we show loyalty to those that were loyal to us. So we're going to see how far they fall. Summer League been going on. Of course, the lifetime story of Brian and Bronny NBA journey. The ridiculous coverage ESPN and others have shown of he had a game, he had like 3, and 4, something like that, steals. I know right now Marte is probably say, there you go, Hayden. But let's talk real, America. And I get you got a chance to draft your son, you would do it. But see, I'm a Lakers fan. Ever since Shaq came over and Kobe, class of 96, I rode the Lakers. I have all these LeBron fans who don't care about my team. Allegedly riding for us when they're not. They're riding for him on. And our rival, who is a immortal chess game, us in Boston. Lakers do this, Boston gonna make some moves, try to do this. They're drinking championship champagne, and in Team USA, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit more, they put Derek White on the team because Kawhi, who the Clippers, who paid you this money, you always hurt with this FMLA, you're gonna sit down and heal and only play for us. I get it, I would do it if I was a team. But instead of putting Jaylen Brown on the team, they put Derek White, who was a nice piece to help them win, but he won MVP, Larry Brown Award for the Eastern Conference, and the Bill Russell Finals Award for the NBA title. So he's the best player in the league just by winning the MVP of the finals. And you don't put him on the team because allegedly when Kyrie had all that stuff about something he reposted, he made comments on it. And Grant Hill never playing politics because it is Team USA, but most of the people on that team are Nike people. So because he said something against Nike, you put Derek Wright on the team instead of Jaylen Brown. That's just going to fuel him more to try to be MVP for next June, which they'd be a better team with him on there. And then you got Jason Tatum. You know, clearly didn't want to ask questions today about it, but my humble opinion, the team was built around him. They played Golden State, and he showed he ain't got that mom mentality in his heart. He's a heck of a talent, but he's a little soft. The bright lights are too bright for him. So this season, he fell back and he played most of Scottie Pippen role. Get everybody involved, be the point forward, and Jalen played the Jordan role. They followed him because even when they lost to Golden State, he wasn't scared. That formula worked. And even when you look at the last game to win the title, he did like he was trying his best to try to get the MVP of the finals. My humble opinion. And the fact he didn't give more of a PC, regardless, he just practiced, watched, cameras in your face, so your boy said is what you got to say about it. He could have easily said something simple as, it's my teammate, I see where you're coming from. It's a good look for Boston because none of my teammates here. Maybe be different, but not look like I really don't want to answer none of this. You shouldn't be scared. You grown. I mean, you ain't got to say he should be here over at Derek because now you put teammates in trouble. You could say something of, well, I can see where my teammate coming from, given we just won the title, but it's still a good look for Boston because another one of my good, hard-working teammates came. Let's win for Boston. That's politically correct. Could have been said. Didn't say that. Okay. So, as my Lakers didn't do too much of nothing, nobody want to come over there, which LeBron formed the Avengers for the last hurrah for the Team USA, but no one want to play with him. And Lakers could go over tax luxury, but it really come off, and just for the moves that the Lakers made, if I was a free agent, your homeboy you did a podcast with no coach experience to coach. They drafted your son. We've been joking through the league that, you're the unofficial GM and coach of the team. Hey, it look like it's true. I'm not coming to your kingdom. I ain't kissing the ring. I'm a dog talent too. I think that's why people don't come play with him. Because I'm just as sweet as you. And me personally, I wish they'd get rid of everybody and start over. I wish Magic would have stuck with building from the draft and never went sign LeBron. So what we got to show for is a bubble title and always fighting for the play-in. He still can get out the bed, average 25, 8, and 8. But it ain't really doing nothing to help us win. Team supposed to be around Anthony Davis, but clearly Marte might have a point, might be a beef there with him because he ain't trying to sacrifice his body, ball all out for the season. And then you let me take over come playoff time. Because they would be at least a 6 seed, not bottom of the barrel fighting for the 7th to 10th spot. And it's terrible because they ain't really lost nothing in Boston. PG is nice, but can't trust Embiid health. I'm surprised they let him play over there. That's going to help him get in shape. I got Boston to come next season. Now, we was able to do some moves or something. I look and say, okay, you can see Lakers, we trying to fight to stop them from getting number 19, but no. None of that. We're just a team that's for the sideshow. Now, the whole roster now of the team is Jason Tatum, Ben Adebayo, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, Tyrese Halliburton, Joel Embiid, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Derek White. Not a bad team. I do find it. I get if you one of the best players in the league, whatever your time period is, everybody want to say they got the best USA team. But even the 08 Redeem team, I can't say was better than the Dream Team. No, I can't say that. Now, maybe the Dream Team 2 had Shaq and everybody, Elijah Wan, and maybe the 2000 squad. But after that, because you got Kobe, you got to put Team 2008 in that conversation. But a lot of them, it took Kobe to come over. He got tired of getting embarrassed. And then sadly, I enjoyed the documentary they did on Netflix, but it did show they're not hell-bent on winning. It's a free trip. They're going over there to sightsee. Kobe in the gym, he working. They getting back 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. He come down from the gym. And once they stopped partying and started working out with him, they won. 08 and 12. So just me seeing that tells me y'all do that during the season. You ain't that hard bent on winning championships. You hanging out in these streets. You got your money, your endorsements, you got your groupies, your likes and followers on social media. You ain't trying to do everything it takes. Kobe got trained by Elijah Wan to get a download game. He was doing everything possible to keep getting better. And all these other talents you see, like y'all ain't doing, they was going to his defensive school. D-Wade, LeBron, Melo, all of them to get better. Nah, man. I can't say this Team USA is better than the first 2 Dream Teams. I can't even say it's better than Kobe and them Team 08 because they were in their prime. These dudes are past their prime. Steph old. Kevin Durant old. LeBron old. It used to be a conversation who was the best out of them 3. We're not having that conversation. It's impeccable with LeBron. And be my disclaimer, he's a great husband, father, humanitarian. He does a lot of community, his school. It's amazing that God was in that kitchen making that gumbo and he sprinkled out LeBron James. He's that talented. But he's past his prime. Even though his stats ain't changed, which is crazy. I don't think it ever be duplicated. But most of these players are past their prime, and they probably better than the world. And maybe just on fear alone, them names they might win. But if the world caught up to us truly, it's going to be a problem. And I say Canada was the main team they're going to be doing something, but we whooped up on Canada. So if they was the best one to win, and we whooped up on them, okay, the rest of the field ain't caught up. But you never know. You put your shoes on one shoe at a time. I wouldn't be shocked if they have a game where it's close. Because a lot of players now are coming from overseas. And they be playing since they 16. So they're not scared. That's why Luka is a beast. He's been pro since he was 16, playing against grown men. That's why LaMelo got good, quiet to say it. He went overseas, played with them grown men. He was ready to come here and do his thing when he got drafted by Charlotte. So it is something to the madness, them playing grown men over there and come back over here. And they still playing the old school aggressive defense. We don't play that no more in America. So I'm gonna check out a game or 2 to see how they look, but just this roster, man, they're old. I get it. Talented, but they're old. I did come across article. NBA signed a new $76 billion TV rights deal with all the Peacock, NBC, ABC, ESPN. There's still a few days for TNT to maybe re-sign a deal with them. But they're talking because of that $76 billion TV rights deal. By 2030, you can see what star player from Oklahoma. It might raise his salary $80 million. And even it was before 2030, they were saying that. But by 2030, we could see an NBA player making $100 million a season. I can't see owners doing that, but $76 billion TV deal y'all just signed, that's gonna make the salary cap go up. You got the money, you're not broke. That's a lot. But we're gonna see. And I have read, NFL's getting ready to come back. They're gonna have games on Christmas now, because the NBA really don't have the star power that you used to look forward to on Christmas Day to watch 5 or 6 games. I don't even care to watch Golden State, because you ain't got no team that's gonna do nothing. So I'm not that enthused on what you're gonna put out there for your star power games, really. Now I'm checking out the football. They're gonna try to put their best teams out. Baseball, I noticed Boston and Yankees are still in contention. But baseball don't really get good till after All-Star game. You see who really there. Tigers ain't there yet, but we moving in the right direction. Hopefully this season the Pistons, I see Trajan Landis make some good moves. Hopefully that get us in the right direction. And be checking out the other sports, see what to talk about, because the Olympics gonna be coming up. Simone Biles, she just came back. So there's gonna be something to check out for that. And tennis is cool, golf is cool. I get it, people ain't that big on it, but still sports. There's other stories that's still going on, because now we live in a world where NBA and football is 24-hour stories now. Somebody gonna say do something. We're gonna see how that play out. And that's all I got for this week. That want to get episode out to you. Hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm on vacation, so I got to interview them. No interview tomorrow, but Ground Floor. It's gonna be a good episode about music tomorrow. And I'm gonna be chilling for a few days. Well, chill for a minute. I need to get on my book writing, but we appreciate y'all tuning in, supporting us. Merchandise is coming. We're gonna be sidelining at games this season. That's gonna be crazy. Pray for me. It's my co-host. Keep talking crazy. But enjoy your people this weekend. Do something fun for yourself. I'm gonna try to do that. And let people know about the show. Good content. I'm not a Skip Bayless, no talk about LeBron James. I give my honest take. And we're gonna have some more fun next week. Y'all have a great weekend. Oh, here we go.